welcome back to my channel. Here's where I love to share with you home decor, DIYs on a really tiny budget. It can be anywhere from farmhouse to rustic, also boho inspired to trash to treasure DIYs. Today's video is more boho inspired, so I have 3 DIYs to share with you today. So stick around, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. You will see a subscribe button on the lower right there, so go ahead and click on it and you will be notified every single time I upload a new video. And if you could give it a big thumbs up, that would also help my channel and I would greatly appreciate it. So that being said, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, staying safe, and let's begin the tutorial. So starting with the first DIY, I'm just going to use some jute twine and this cute little vase that I got from the DollarTree. It is super cute as it is. However, I wanted to spruce it up just a little bit. So I'm just going to start by hot gluing the end piece of the jute, and I'm just going to wrap it around several times. And to seal it in place, I'm just going to hot glue it as well. So if you remember in my last DIY video with the lemon garland, I had ordered a package of 700 wooden beads from Amazon. There was 4 different sizes in a package. There was the 20 millimeter, 16 millimeter, 12 millimeter, and 10 millimeter. I went ahead and painted several of the 12 millimeter beads like I did in the last video, and I attached it to some more twine that I attached to the vase. You'll see here I'm just going to use my threader and attach them. And to prevent the beads from falling, I went ahead and tied a knot at the bottom, and I left about an inch of the twine exposed, just making it a little cute touch. And feel free to fill the vase with whatever you have. I'm just using the roses that I already had on hand. I think this turned out really cute, very boho chic, and of course it's pretty and it's pink, pink being one of my favorite colors. So for this DIY, all you're gonna need is some yarn and some beads. So I'm gonna start by making a tassel. This one I wanted to make it a little bit bigger than the one that I did in my last DIY video. I think that one was only 25 times, whereas this one I wrapped it around 40 times. Now I didn't want to lose the middle, so I grabbed one of these wide tooth clothespins that I found from the dollar store. It just helps me prevent me from losing the middle, and then this way I can go ahead and wrap some more yarn around the top of the tassel to seal everything in place. Now remember not to cut off the yarn at the knot. I like to keep some length to it in order to thread it through the middle of the tassel. That way it just keeps the knot looking clean, that you don't look like you have some short pieces at the knot, and then you can just cut off the excess at the tassel. But before I cut off anything at this point, I was going to thread 2 strands of the yarn through the top of the tassel. This is where I will be attaching the beads later on. So now I'm just going to find the middle of the bottom of the tassel, and I'm going to go ahead and cut right down the center. Don't worry if it's all uneven, because what you're going to do is just smooth everything out and you're going to give it a nice little haircut. So you'll see here I'm just putting it through my fingers and I'm just going to snip off all the excess yarn. So now I'm going to take my trusty threader here and I'm going to attach 16 of the 20 millimeter wooden beads. It's the largest out of the package. Now I love the natural look of the beads, so I didn't paint them here, and I thought it really went well with the white tassel. So now that I've attached all the beads, I'm just going to thread through the middle of the tassel as well, and I'm going to attach it by doing 2 knots to secure everything in place. And you'll see I'm doing the same thing here by threading the excess yarn through the middle and just cut off at the length of the tassel. So I think this is my favorite DIY in this video. It turned out super elegant, very boho chic. You can hang this virtually anywhere, a doorknob, kitchen cabinets, just keep it on display. And I also put it on a cute little tray that I made as well. If you like the tray and want to see how I do that, just mention it in the comments below. I'd be happy to show you. For the third DIY, I'm going to take this wooden charm that I had from a previous DIY, and I'm going to give it 2 coats of this pink acrylic paint. And between coats, I am going to use my blow dryer just to speed up the drying time. So now that it's dry, I'm going to add some of the wooden beads to the twine that I added to the charm. Now I'm using the 16 millimeters and the 12 millimeter wooden beads. Now I'd already painted some of the 12 millimeter beads white in my first DIY. So I'm just gonna alternate them with the natural 16 millimeter wood beads. So you'll see here. Now, when I tied the charm to the twine, I again left a little excess twine, so what I can do is I can thread that through a couple of the beads and cut off the excess, and that way it just gives it a cleaner look and you won't have a little piece hanging out the side as well. So I wanted to hang this over a doorknob as well, so I made a large loop and then I double knotted it close to the beads and did the same thing with the excess twine. I just threaded it through the beads to give it a clean finish. So here I went over the word home with a silver marker. Now, what are your thoughts? Do you like the silver marker, or should I have gone over it with a black Sharpie marker? Anyway, you don't have to use the word home. You can use whatever you want. Love, eat, keep it blank. It's entirely up to you. Anyway, guys, that finishes the video. I hope you guys had a fabulous time with me and would love to see you guys at the next video. So feel free to hit that subscribe button that you see at the lower right. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.